Winterruption is one of many events that has been dramatically impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, of course. This annual event each and every year helps take us out of the doom and gloom of winter in January. The good news, Winterruption is back. Of course, it's not taking place in January, and it is taking place online, but it's great to have this event happening once again. Here to tell us all about it, our friend Kirby Werchenko from the Broadway Theatre. Kirby, before we get into what this year's event will look like, just talk about that, the importance of keeping this event going and making sure that it remains an annual event in Saskatoon as it has been since 2015.
Sure. Well, you just answered your own question, Simon. We had 5 really good and steady and building years of interruption. And our goal was always to do something in the middle of winter, the coldest, longest, darkest month of winter, and give people a reason to get out of their house, give people a reason to engage with their neighbors and their friends. And it wasn't just a music festival. It's never been just music. You know, from our first year, we had podcasts, we had other types of artists on presentation side, film events. But year 3 going outside was a big, big difference for us. It was a thing that's had a really nice, steady growth curve to it. And I think that's because people want to have something to look forward to that first month in the new year.
Absolutely. And with it moving online this year, obviously we'll have a bit of a different look, bit of a different feel, but so great to see that it is continuing. It's happening March 26th and 27th, featuring once again some of those similar elements that we're used to seeing. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the musical lineup, Kirby.
Sure. On our first night, and again, just in line with what I had just been saying, we've never been just music. And so even on our live performance side, our opener on Friday night is actually a girl named Peace, who is originally from Nigeria, and she is a poet. So she is opening our show on the Friday night as a live performance. And then our second artist that night is Ellen Froese, who's a Saskatoon local to a degree, but Ellen has been a great player with national and international touring experience for close to 10 years now. She started extremely young, and she's a really good artist, really professional, great songwriter, great voice. And then our closer on that first night is the Garys. And the Garys are the Meyer sisters from Saskatoon. Some of your viewers might know them, they might not. But they purvey what they call doom wop. And 3 sisters who sing well together with harmonies. You can imagine what that ends up being like. The music has surfy tinges, 60s psych rock tinges to the music, but just really great and haunting harmonies from those 3 girls. And then on Saturday, we have 3 different artists on the live side, and that's Jake White, who's a local songwriter, singer-songwriter. He's dabbled in a little bit of experimental music. He does some folk, he does some everything else. So he will be opening up. And our second act on that night is Equal, who some people know her real name is Lindsay Knight, but Equal is probably the best known Indigenous hip hop artist, at least in Saskatchewan, if not the prairies. And we're really proud to get her to do a bit of a show on that night. And the closers on the Saturday is Casey and Clayton. And they're not Saskatoon born and bred, but we all treat them like they're a hometown band. They're originally from Wood Mountain, Saskatchewan. And so that's the live presentation artist. And I will say, Simon, some people, rightfully so, can get nervous about webcast shows because they think, oh man, how can I sit in front of a computer for 3 hours? And many of us are already sitting in front of our screens all day. And so what we're trying to do is we're endeavoring to get each night, the program will run no more than 2 hours. We're interspersing those acts with storytellers. Over the 2 nights, we have 6 storytellers coming. So 2 First Nation, 2 Métis, and 2 New Canadian storytellers. And so they will act as transition between the musical acts, if you will.
So now the natural question people are going to be asking is, how can I get involved in Winterruption? Kirby Werchenko, how can people get involved in Winterruption?
Well, listen, I'm a big believer in hype. And so I'm going to start by saying, tickets are just $199. No, I'm kidding. See, they're not. They're only
wait.
10. They're only
Whoa.
10. So yeah, Simon, we tried really hard. This might seem like I'm off track, but trust me, it means a lot to me to say this. Part of the reason we're doing Winterruption as a webcast is because some of your folks might know this, some might not, but in the fall of 20, in the middle of COVID time, when there was no vaccine yet on the horizon, we reached out in Saskatoon and beyond, and we did a fundraiser. And that is the first public fundraiser the Broadway Theatre has done in over a decade. And I don't like doing fundraisers. I like opening the stage and the screen up and having people come in and buy tickets and have a good time here. As everybody knows, 2020 was a very difficult year to do anything like that. And we really didn't know what our future looked like for sure. We were being strategic and we had some plans, but we really needed to make sure that we could budget and finance for those plans. And so we reached out and did a fundraiser to the public. And we had a goal, a target from the public to raise as part of a matching program that we put in place with a local philanthropist, and as well with Bob Steen, and as well some local corporate sponsors. And we not only met our goal from the public, we more than doubled our goal. And this January, February, when we knew we had to cancel our regular Winterruption, it just became obvious that if for no other reason, no matter how much I love or how much you love watching a show online, the simple fact is this: we owe it to the city. We owe it to those people who supported us. And we definitely owe it to the artists. For a mere $10, you can sit at the comfort of your own home wearing whatever you want. And guess what? 85% of the ticket money also goes right to the artist's pocket as well. We are already paying them fees for playing no matter what, but the tickets is acting as a bonus to them.
Winterruption at Home, March 26th and 27th, BroadwayTheatre.ca is the place to get your information and tickets.
That's
Kirby,
correct.
Thanks for chatting today.
Simon, thank you for reaching out and for asking, and just totally encourage your viewers. Come and join us on those nights if you can. And if you can't, just keep your eyes peeled. It's going to take a while before our venue or any other venue that does this work, before we're really back to full speed. But trust us, we want to get there.